What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another video. That is my cat, which is not mine. I'm fostering her, but anyways, yeah, say hi to the cat. But anyways, I'm doing a pick a card reading today. So we have the Paulina Tarot and the Santa Muerte deck. So pile 1 and pile 2. This will be pile 2. I don't know why I picked this one up first. I'm so sorry. And this will be pile 1. So pile 1 with the Paulina Tarot. And pile 2 with the Santa Muerte. This is moss agate. So starting off with pile 1, if you chose this bloodstone and the Paulina Tarot, so I want to start off by cleansing the energy. And taking a second to pray. So just take a second to really take a couple of deep breaths and just really focus on where you are right now. What does your room look like? What room are you in? What clothes are you wearing? What does the room smell like? This is dragon's blood for protection from any negativity. Okay. Okay, cool. Now let's pray. I pray to my highest guides and whoever is watching highest guides to please help us work together and to please help me deliver messages of truth, healing, and wisdom to whoever is watching, and please help me deliver it in a way that whoever is watching will understand and take in the right way. Please help me deliver truthful and non-delusional messages. Amen and blessed be. Okay, so getting started. I know that that's like a little bit of a lot, but whatever. You may be young. I don't know. Something I was getting. The moon. You may be like finding out some type of truth or finding some type of knowledge. I'm kind of seeing the movie Coco. Watching that movie might have some meaning for you. I feel like, okay, whoever is watching this, I think pile 1, I think that you may have some anxieties in your subconscious that you may not know about, or maybe you do know about them. Like, I feel like you do have like the ability to like be stable-minded and balance things out and realize the good and bad of a situation, but I feel like you also fall into like the bad of a situation because you've dealt with a lot of bad, and it can just leave you in this really powerless feeling type of situation, or just feelings. And spirit may try to like show you the way out of there, but it's hard. Like, I don't know, I think you may not understand how to do it. Like, I think you may not understand like how to get to that point, how to get there. Yeah, I think you're having some anxiety right now. Can you tell me about this anxiety, Spirit? Can you tell me about this anxiety, Spirit, please? And thank you. What is this anxiety about? What is this anxiety about? Page of Wands. I think this is about like stuff that you could be doing. I think this is about like passions that you have, like creative endeavors that you have, but I feel like you maybe you have anxiety that you won't have it figured out, that you won't, like, you can kind of see what you want to do, but what you want to do is a lot and you don't know how you're gonna take the steps to get there, and that's what kind of like traps you in your thoughts. Yeah, that's what kind of traps you in your thoughts. You don't know how you're gonna get there. I think that you have very creative ideas and inspirations, but you have no idea like how you get there. Well, where do you even start, you know? But I think that spirit is trying to tell you not to, like, you know, like those times in like math class whenever like you like I don't know, like maybe you don't understand the problem or the concept or whatever, and then like you have someone explain it to you, but then like it just like gets so complex in your head and you're like you just don't understand it at all, and then like eventually you understand it and you're like, oh my god, I was just making it so complicated for myself. I feel like this is that, like, you're making it a little more complicated than it should be, and it's a lot more simple than you actually think, because you don't know the process, so you're thinking that the process is like this crazy thing that it's not. Yeah, definitely watch Coco. I think that you'll find a lot of nice messages. It might just be like a really good movie for you. How can they get through this? Something like literally just felt and it had no reason to. So I don't know, but ooh, okay, stop fighting yourself. Stop fighting yourself and all the different, I think that you may be like Like you may struggle with passion, creative passion. Like for example, people who are just so creative and passionate that they have so many ideas, but they don't have like they can't wrap their head around which one to go after because all of them are just like really good. So like they just kind of like stay there thinking about them. Yeah, I would say like I feel like you have a lot of internal battles about your creative endeavors or passions or things like that, and I think Spirit is saying to stop fighting yourself. Like if you get an idea, just act on it. Like don't like internalize it and like have like these like super perfectionistic tendencies. Like I know like that's a lot easier said than done, but like if you catch yourself, like you know what I'm saying, like check yourself. Like if you catch yourself like like you get an idea and instead of like writing it down and like writing what you need to get it started and like figuring it out, but instead you're like thinking of like how to make it the best in the world and like what you're gonna need like 5 years down the line, or like I don't know, stuff like that. I think that that is like perfectionistic behavior when it comes to creative endeavors, or like rage quitting. Like I feel like rage quitting is like one of those like big perfectionistic things that people may not like realize. Like rage quitting is very apparent with people who do like video games and stuff, and video games are a creative thing. Like I don't think people understand that creative people rage quit even though they're not playing video games sometimes, like because they can't get something to work out the way they want or need it to, or you know, like because of those perfectionistic tendencies. Yeah, so just check yourself and ooh yeah, stop sulking. An alarm literally went off whenever I said that. So stop sulking. Stop making yourself feel like you're like some horrible person for, you know, like I don't know, whatever the hell you sulk about. Like maybe it's insecurities, or maybe it's something you did in your past, or you know, like whatever. Maybe because you feel like you can't get like anything off of the ground. Don't sulk. The only way you're gonna be able to get off of the ground is if you try getting off the ground rather than sulking about not getting off the ground. You know what I'm saying? The best thing you can do is just do it. That's the best thing that you can do. Yeah, don't get out of your head. Stay out of your head. Start to, I think, doing some like walks under the moon or the sun could be significant for you. I think having a balance of both would really help you. Yeah, kind of like, I don't know, appreciate what you have. I think you may have been through a lot, and it may be hard to appreciate what you have because maybe you've lost a lot, but you do have a lot. And I know you've lost a lot and it hurts a lot to lose a lot, but fucking rhyming in this bitch. Anyways, it hurts a lot to lose a lot, but I promise that you're gonna be just fine. There's there's new things to lose now. There's new to lose, there's new to gain. Don't worry about the past, because then you're like, okay, so like for me, for example, like I don't know, but an example, so like I don't want to, like, I feel like, okay, I'm not gonna explain exactly, but I'm gonna like put it into words or whatever. I don't want to sit and think like, oh, I wish I was happy, you know, outside of here. I wish I could leave. I wish I could go do and be happy. And then like never appreciating what I had in there. And then being like, oh, I wish I had what was in there. I wish I had that, and then I would be happy. I wish I had that, and then I would be happy. And then getting that again after not having it for so long, and then being like, oh, I wish I had whenever I didn't have it because it was a lot less stressful or things like that. Like, it's a constant pattern of wishing for what you don't have. And the only way to fix that, the only way to stop feeling like the grass is greener on the other side, is if you start appreciating and watering your grass. Like, literally just appreciate where you are. Don't wish to be anywhere else, because there's a reason you're not there right now, and you will be there one day. If it's really in your heart's desires, you will be there one day. But don't like underappreciate what you have, because there's so much value in what you have. Like, the universe will always, or God, whatever you believe in, will always provide you with exactly what you need to be happy right then and there. Happiness will always be available to you. It's up to you to see it, and it's up to you to act upon it. It's up to you to love it. It's up to you to, you know, like, do all of those things. Like for example, someone who's been through a lot, but they have everything that they need and they're safe now, like, that person can either be really grateful and positive minded and hopeful for the future because they've finally made it out of a bad spot, or they can be stuck in their head about everything they've been through, or they can, you know, like, be, you know, like, all down bad and depressed. And like, of course there's nothing wrong with both, because healing is not linear. You may fall out of both sometimes, but it's like, which one do you want to choose for yourself, you know? Like, because there's a difference with feeling and healing through pain and staying in that pain, staying stuck in your pain and your wounds, and, you know, things like that. So I think that that's something that you're, you know, learning right now, how to stop doing that and how to appreciate what you have right here. Like, and if you're not learning that already, like, yeah, maybe I feel like you feel a bit sensitive right now. I feel like you feel a bit sensitive, and maybe things are a little overwhelming with everything that you've been through. But I think that really coming out of your head and coming into reality of here and now, and like kind of like smelling the roses, and like, you know, just appreciate, because, you know, of course everybody needs to be in their dark moments, but everybody also needs to come out of their dark moments as well. And like sometimes the dark moment has run its course and it's so comfortable there that you like don't want to leave that dark moment. And like that's okay, that's understandable, but like, and I know this sounds so shitty to say, but like you need to push yourself. Like you need to, like, even though you've like, and that's exactly what self-discipline is. Like the only person that's stopping you from being successful is you, because you can't just sit there and think of like, oh, I want success, and then like throwing a fit when you don't get it, but you haven't even like taken the steps to go get a job, go, you know, like figure out something to do or sell, or you know, like something like that. Like you can't grow a tree in a day. So yeah, don't get so caught up in your head. And I know it's hard not to, but maybe it's because you don't allow yourself. Yeah, I feel like maybe you isolate yourself a lot. Maybe you don't allow yourself the time away from thinking. Maybe you don't allow yourself the time away from being inside of your head. Allow yourself some time away from thinking. Allow yourself some time away from being alone in your head constantly. Allow yourself to do something that makes you happy and, you know, here in the present moment. Like, I don't know, going to an amusement park. You could go alone. Who do you need to go to an amusement park with? I used to be like, oh, like you need people to go places or whatever. You don't. You literally don't. What's it called? I went to a concert alone, and like before it started, like everybody was just like in their little groups of friends and stuff, and I was like sitting alone, and I was like, this is one of those like you have to have someone for it to be fun, or blah blah blah. No, once the concert started, I like enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed it with myself, and like I cried with the music. I felt the music like in my soul. Like it was an amazing experience. It was like food for my soul. And sometimes people ruin experiences for us. The person that is with you always is you. So why not be loyal to that person? Why not love that person? Why not give that person love and care, and take that person out? You deserve to be taken out just like you take others out. The way you love others is exactly the way you deserve to be loved as well. You know what I'm saying? Like you deserve what you give out, and if you're like a really good and kind person, like you deserve so much, you know, like, yeah. And I feel like you've just been wrong so many times in your life, and I feel like now you're away from that, and now you're just stuck with the wounds that these people left you with. And that's hard. That is very hard. It is very hard to heal those wounds, but you can do it, and you will get through it, and you will be out of this rut one day, no matter how long it takes. If it takes a couple days, if it takes weeks, if it takes months, if it takes a year, more years, who knows? You go at your own pace, and you learn everything that you need to about yourself. You are an amazing person, and you deserve to see that, and you deserve to be happy with yourself, and you deserve to feel happy with yourself. Okay, I want to do these last messages with the Secrets of the Witch deck. Any last messages, Spirit? We come and go in love. Merry meet and merry part. Bright the cheeks and warm the heart. Gatherings bring joy, but the rich reminds you to honor the farewell. Know you will meet your soul friends again when the circle has turned. There's Lily. But anyways, yes, I feel like, you know, maybe you're mourning over like someone you've lost or something like that. But understand that if it's meant to be, it will come back. If it's not meant to be, there's a reason why it's not. And a no from God is divine protection. Yeah. Honor the goodbye. Honor the pain. Because with the drop, there is always a high. There's always better. There's always, with a farther low, there's a higher high. You know what I mean? And if there's someone that you lost that you were really close to, know that right here, this is confirmation that you will meet them again. It literally says, know you will meet your soul friends again when the circle has turned. Right now, it's just not the time. Right now, things are happening for it to be the time. Right now, there's just steps that need to be taken for it to be the time again. The old ways. The old ways are sacred to witches who are reclaiming traditions thousands of years old. What are some of your ancient practices? The witch asks your memories to rise within you today. So maybe there's, I'm kind of getting like a grandma vibe, like something that your grandma used to do that you should do, that would be very like helpful for you. Like something that you used to see your family do, or a family member that you knew when you were a kid or something like that. Or maybe if you know like what your family's ethnicity is, and what your origins are, and you can like research the spiritual history of that. Or yeah, I'm kind of just like picking up on you seeing someone doing something as a kid or something. Like I'm seeing a little girl, honestly, you could be a boy too, I don't know, a little girl watching an older woman or grandpa doing something that didn't really make sense to them. Like it's something normal, but there's something that they're doing that is unique about it, and they're just watching them doing it, like, and it's like silent, you know, like, I don't know, something that you remember as a kid of someone doing something like that. Light of solstice. This is a beautiful time of rebirth. The witch has summoned and sent the solstice light to illuminate your world. Hold fast, magical one, and have faith. The light will return. Yes, this is literally confirmation of what I was saying. Like, even though you're in this dark place, you're in this dark rut, you're in this dark mind space, believe me, the light will return, and you have to have faith that the light will return. You have to have faith that things are working out for you and things are not working against you. You have to have faith in the process. Trust the process. The process is always fucking weird as fuck and ugly and gross, and then it turns out beautifully. I really like doing little things, and this might help you, that like kind of like help me remember that lesson, to trust the process. Like I really like painting, especially because like I don't know, like people talk shit about like creative people that paint and stuff that are like, oh, it looks like shit but it looks really good. I think that that's like one of those things, like you might feel like it looks like shit but it actually looks really good, and it's going exactly the way it should be. Also, I think my paintings look like shit before they're done, and I think that that's like something like trusting the process, like before it's done. Like, you don't know how it's gonna look yet, but once it's done, it's like it's all worth it. Just trust the process, and I promise it's gonna be okay. Light is gonna come in again, and you trust your creative ideas. Like, take action on them. Like, you deserve that. Like, your creative ideas deserve that. They deserve to be seen. They're that fucking good. Like, you deserve to put your ideas out there. Like, there's enough creativity to go around the world and back. Yeah, and you deserve to not be in this energy anymore. You deserve to be, you know, here in the present and not in your head. You deserve to enjoy what you have with you. I know you're feeling really sensitive right now, and I'm so sorry, and I really wish I could give you a hug, but you really do deserve to enjoy what you have around you and this new beginning that you've been put in. And yeah, you should be very proud of yourself, and I love you very much. Let's do a little ding before we go. It's good. Okay, bye guys. If you chose the Santa Muerte deck and this moss agate, this is your pile. Pile 2. I want to start off by doing a simple little cleansing and prayer. So I just want you to take a couple of deep breaths and really kind of think about where you are right now. What does your clothes feel like on your body? And, you know, what is the room you're in? What are the things surrounding you? Is it quiet? Is it loud? Where are you? How do you feel? Just continue to take deep breaths in and out. This is dragon's blood. It's good for protection from any negativity, to help protect this reading today from any negative entities or energy, and to help protect you. And let's do a little prayer. To my guides of my highest good and pile 2's guides of their highest good, please help us work together, and please help me deliver messages of pile 2's highest good, and that are truthful and that have a lot of meaning to pile 2, and bring clarity and are non-delusional. Please help me deliver a healing message with love and light. And yeah, thank you very much. Amen and blessed be. Okay, now let's get into it. I think that you're actually in a really good place right now, and I think that you are owning your self-respect, you are owning your power, you are owning that you deserve things, that you deserve to be respected, you deserve to be treated like you are worthy. Maybe like you deserve to speak your truth. You deserve to speak your opinion. I think that this has caused a death in your life for you. Like maybe someone just couldn't, like someone you love very deeply just could not respect your boundaries and respect this newfound self-respect that you implemented into yourself. Yeah, and I feel like this has caused a lot of imbalance in your mind. Oh my god. Funny girl. But yeah, I think that this has caused a lot of like anger. Honestly, I think you're very angry right now, and I think that you're trying to move on in life and grow and, you know, learn as much as you can, but I feel like under the surface there's a lot of anger. Yeah, I feel like maybe you have a hard time enjoying things because now you're like focused on this one thing and it's succeeding. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I feel like right now you're really focused on weighing out your decisions, weighing out your choices, and learning how to present them in the best way for the best success in the best way possible. Yeah, I feel like you're really strategically working here and strategically growing your ideas and passions. But I feel like you may be having like I feel like you're not having a hard time mentally, but like you don't realize that you're having a hard time mentally. You know what I mean? Like you're having a hard time mentally, but you don't realize it. Like you're just kind of like in this go mode, in this boss mode, in this fuck the world mode, you know? And I feel like this has kind of created like a disconnection from you and the world around you. And because I feel like maybe like this death, like you lost what you felt like connected you to the world, maybe like your community of some sort, and now it's kind of just you, all about you. And I feel like, yeah, you feel very disconnected from the world. I feel like you are, you know, just kind of going through shit right now. Can I get some advice on this? Oh wow. Okay, so I think that something you could do to help yourself emotionally right now is to look at things that you have stored away within yourself, things that have hurt you that you have stored away. And I just got a call, so that may be confirmation. But yeah, to look at things that you have stored away within yourself, that you may fight looking at or remembering or working through or healing. Maybe you feel like you have healed it, but I honestly believe and think that you've detached yourself from it. And I feel like fighting this just leads you to feeling even more confused and puzzled and detached from reality, detached from yourself, detached from the things around you. Let's see. Anything else? This is very like to the point, very quick. Anything else, right? Any last messages? Very quick reading. a lot quicker than pile 1. I'm trying to see if there's any more cards that want to come out. Yeah, there definitely may be messages in pile 1 for you though. The moon and Knight of Swords. Literally, the moon came out for pile 1, so go fucking watch pile 1. But anyways, yeah, I feel like the things that you hide, your insecurities, your skeletons in the closet, the things that you hide under the surface are kind of like you're kind of like sabotaging yourself with these things, like by not looking at it. You're like sabotaging yourself by not looking at these things. And it's kind of like the darkest, it's like the darkest festering, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like when someone feels like shit about themselves and then they don't look at it, so it festers and then they feel even shittier about themselves. And yeah, like that's what's going on here. So definitely look. The moon could be really significant for you. Frogs, lilies could be really significant. Yellow flowers could be significant. Lotus flowers could be very, very significant. Yeah. Just take a moment to recognize how much you've been through and be proud of yourself, because you deserve to feel proud of. And I know that you think that looking at, you know, your pain might mean that you can't, you know, be as much of a hard worker or as cutthroat, but I promise you, you will still be cutthroat, if not even more, if you look at the pain that has been brought to you because of this. And not like, I don't mean like look at the pain, beat yourself up, tell yourself that you're worthless, blah blah blah. No, like look at what you've been through, why you are where you are right now, and don't be ashamed of it. Don't be ashamed of your pain. Don't be ashamed of what you've been through. Don't put yourself down for it. Don't tell yourself you're not as worthy. Don't tell yourself this. Don't tell yourself that, you know. And if you do tell yourself things, like maybe you lost something and you feel like you lost it because you weren't deserving of it, or you know, like something like that. Like maybe you lost something because you wanted to respect yourself, but then after it was gone, it was like, maybe I was wrong, maybe I don't deserve to respect myself, you know what I mean? Like, because you cared about that person, you cared about that connection, and then now you're like, well fuck, I'll just do it on my own, I'll just be alone, I'll just figure out the world. But you feel so disconnected, and that's okay. It just means that you have some feelings you need to feel, you know? Some feelings you need to feel and map out so that you're not confused by them and you can accept them and love them, and they'll leave. They'll leave, you know? They won't leave. That you will always be hurt by people who have hurt you, but it's better to not let that pain build up and fester and turn into a whole other problem. Okay, so lastly, I want to pull some messages from the Secrets of the Witch deck. What are some last messages? Spirit, what would you like them to hear? What would you like them to hear? What would you like them to hear, Spirit? What would you like them to hear? Okay. Casting the circle. I cast a circle round about, power stay in, world stay out. When we work magic, we surround ourselves with protection. The witch sends a circle of pure silver energy to guard you this day. Yeah, maybe you are too on guard. Maybe you are too on guard, like this shitty stuff has happened to you and now you're like, well fuck, I gotta be on guard, I gotta be hardcore, gotta, you know, not trust the world, you know, and all of that. And I think that your spirit team is trying to tell you, hey, you don't have to be so on guard. You don't have to be so afraid of people backstabbing you, treating you like shit, blah, blah, blah. Because we're gonna protect you. We protect you. You respect yourself. We what's it called? Reward you for respecting yourself, basically. So, banishing salt. And whenever I saw this card, I kept on seeing like bathing salt. So maybe you need to take like a bath cleansing ritual thing. You know, like yeah, like a cleansing bath, you know, a little herbal bath. Witches use salt to banish invasive, intrusive energies. The witch sprinkles salt in a circle about your home, on your windowsills, in between the cracks, keeping it and all who dwell there safe and content. Yeah, maybe this is confirmation for like if you've been doing like protection magic, this is confirmation that it's working. If you have not been doing protection magic, this is confirmation that you should. So yeah, you should definitely do some protection magic, and if you're not, know that you are already being protected. But acknowledging and actively, intentionally doing protection magic will help your protection magic be even more potent and more protective, you know. Witches' allies. You have need of friends. The witch now weaves your path together with that of those who can help your quest. Be open to companionship, for she sends allies for your magical life purpose. This is very cute. Especially because like I can tell that you've been very alone. You've been very alone and in your head, and very like traumatized, like traumatized as fuck, like in your head. And I think that, you know, like with people around you, it'll help you get out of your head and kind of more in the present moment and away from this like die hard goal of, you know, like doing something really, you know, like just hard working as fuck, you know, like to the point of burnout. And I think that you deserve some fun too. You don't need to be like, you know, like John Wick or anything like that. Like you don't need to be that. Yeah. And yeah. Anyways, that's all I'm seeing for you guys today, and I hope you have an amazing day, and yeah, bye.